There, welcome back, Maris here, and today we have Farthest Frontier, and you will know after the video everything about the battle. So this is the full battle guide. Why this? For no apparent reason, just because I can. Alright, 13 tips and tricks I am giving to you. At the end I have something special for you, but let's jump right to the point. Oh yeah, that background, that castle, yes, that's mine. So first tip we have about the battle. Oh yeah, okay, about the thing for you. You see, I currently have my village under attack, so I have paused the game. I will not run it. I will guide you through all the tips and tricks. They are all in the timestamps. You can skip them through if you want to. And at the end, I will show you the full battle, how it is going on, all right? So that's the deal. First tip is simple. It is a high ground. As you can see already from this beautiful view, depends on the map, but high ground is absolute winner. Why? Simple. By clicking on a turret, you can see how much improved damage your turret has against someone beneath it. So if you can position your valuable, like I did, warehouses and everything that they are going to loot, if you can put them somewhere up there, higher, then do it. Just do it. You see, the maximum I have seen is 18. Plus 18 is the maximum you can have, and that is absolute killer. All right. Okay, let's move on. We have next tip in a line. That is distance. So distance is in combination with previous point. As you can see, I haven't placed my turrets next to the wall, and reason is simple. You see, they are up here on a high ground, and as the hill goes downhills, right? Let's take this slope. Here I have, below I have 18 plus damage, which is amazing. Then higher up, if I make a wall right next to it, then the enemy will be right next to my turret, and best case scenario I will have few or little extra height. So you see, placing high your turret was first thing, but second is keep the distance so they are basically captured and hold somewhere else. Yes, I can make it a little bit bigger, that's true, but I don't want to, just because. And here I have the same principle. I have placed the walls as far as I can place, so my turrets actually can shoot enemies while they are here. So that's the distance factor, which is key importance, I'd say, to win against raiders. By the way, raiders currently are the only ones attacking, so that's the main thing. Tip number 3 is simple as this. Yes, it looks funny, it looks ugly, I don't care, because there's a reason for it. Pick whatever wall you want. Well, we'll take a look at two of them. You see, health, 2200. Whatever gates you have, they will have less health. So long story short, doesn't matter how big of your wall is, if you have one gate only, that's your weak point. That's where they will attack. That's where, and as funny as it gets, they still come and try to get through the two gates. So I don't know why. Or actually, I haven't placed double doors here. My fault. But yeah, this is ultimate tower, double doors, simple resources, guaranteed to have full strength of your walls, right? Tip number 4 is coverage. And by coverage, I mean, yeah, there is no point actually in anything guarding here, just because I have 4 there. This is somewhere where I have valuable items. I am guarding them. This is another my spot where I have stockpiles and actually a vault itself with a lot of money in it. So I'm guarding that. But besides that, this would be an open area where they attack, and they are going after markets as well. There's always some gold in there and valuables, so I have to protect them as well. As you Let's see, I protect them quite well. So this is, I'll show you what means coverage. It means wherever you have something for them to loot, that's where you want your turrets. That's the full coverage. Here I don't have even this upgraded because most likely these turrets and these turrets will already recapture if they try to bypass. So this is the coverage, all the valuable areas you are covering, all right? Next step is tip number 5, divide and conquer. This is, I cannot stress how important this is for this game particularly. I can and I will show you that in a battle itself, but one of the mistakes I did early on was, well, now you see I have cramped up right next to each other turrets. This is not the ideal scenario. Ideal scenario is something like this. So what it provides, the divide and conquer, as funny or illogical it sounds, it works in this game greatly. When raiders attack, let's say from this direction, they tend to go, some of them, 2 or 3 are going here, and most of them are going to my vault, right? So dividing is the one key importance. As you can see, I don't have any walls or nothing here. As soon as the first turret, this turret will start shooting, it will drag that one particular enemy, a raider, aside. It will respond to attack. Once this one raider detours, let's say they are going here, well, usually they take roads, but you get the idea. Once this one raider gets off his main group and rushes to this turret, these back turrets that would never ever reach the raiders start attacking immediately. And this is, as they are separated, they took few hits and they die immediately. And the same is for everywhere where I put. Don't crank them all together, because first of all you lose coverage, that's one thing. Second, you can't divide them as good. But if you have this spread out pattern, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, you just pick one by one and they haven't even reached their goal, and the little few that will get to their main target will be targeted by these turrets, and you'll see how it works in reality, right? Perfect. Okay, tip number 6 is upgraded shields. There are all the tips and tricks about the battles. So the question always is when you need to upgrade your lookout tower. Obviously as soon as possible. Not entirely true. Remember, the monthly cost goes up by 2. So if you have two of your guards already in them and shooting, that's already good. Upgrade will provide, of course, increased attack range, which is the highest. Oh, yeah, the damage and the range. The range, I think, is the most important value. But yeah, back to the point. My advice, when raiders start attack, yeah, by the way, in the background, that's all hardest difficulty ever in Highland arid lands, no fertility, nothing, and whole vanquisher difficulty. So my advice when you need to start thinking about upgrading turrets is when you see enemies that are coming with shield. They are called like shield barriers or something. I will show you, I definitely will have them. That's actually when these turrets' damage will be too little to get them fast enough down. Thieves, warriors, they all die quite fast. Once you see these shield barriers, then you need to think about upgrading your turrets, right? Okay, taking too much time off one stupid point. Next is the same question is, when do you need to upgrade your palisade wall? My kinda rough estimate, currently I don't have any valuable wall upgraded yet. This doesn't count, this is just for fun and giggles. But I am thinking at some point making wall around this town as well. But when you see rams attacking, and yes, there are soldiers on foot, but if you have played long enough, for example, 97 years approximately is enough, you will see enemies attacking these battle rams. That would be the point where these walls would not stand a chance, and yes, they usually get 1 or 2 my turrets down. Maybe not this time anymore, I built a few new. But yeah, that would be my advice. Otherwise, if you can always upgrade whenever you want, but no point of it. No absolutely point of it. Even if they manage to kill 1 or 2 walls, that doesn't matter, right? So you rebuild it and that's easy. All right, next up is latest upgrade. I'd say when you can give your, oh yeah, I can showcase when to give start making crossbows. Obviously they should be shooting stronger. I can't say for sure it's the case. I think they shoot a little bit less frequent, but they are better. My point of view would be first upgrade the tower, second upgrade the walls, and only the last point would be, okay, fine, let's go crossbows. And the reason for that is quite simple. They are quite resource heavy. The wooden planks, they always, yeah, as you can see, always there are a problem. You need them a lot. And iron as well, 4 iron for one such. It's hard to defend against bow that requires only one this log, right? So yes, basically when you feel comfortable building it, yes, go for them. You will see enemies like champions and such. They are quite hard. That's the point. Okay, for the champions, stand up for the champions. All right. All right. Point number 9 is doors and roads in the middle. So this is something I don't know if I can show. Most likely I can show. I can show. So this is perfect example and perfectly built fortress as well. So the thing is, sometimes, this is a bad example, sometimes your road seems to lead away, like it's more convenient for your villagers to go somewhere here because it's faster, you know, many doors, many entrances, all cool and good. Keeping in mind the fact enemies will attack walls first because they are a little bit less durable. Look what happens if you place turrets. It's basically common geometry. Yeah, geometry. So you see those radiuses where my turrets can actually shoot. Look what happens if I make, well, this is still a pretty good example because you see, if I made a door here and enemies would be this rock, for example, attacking, one of my turrets cannot reach them. So this is just geometry, because in the corners you will have less coverage. So if you build gates somewhere near the corner, you will lose your potential coverage from your turrets. And this is perfect example because the one doors, but absolutely every single turret sees them. And the same is for this. Come on. This door and okay, this is missing and everyone. You get the point. You get the point. And similarly, I need to test it. I hope these riders are coming from here. I think this road actually is making me trouble because I have built it just for fun and giggles because I kind of like how it looks. But when riders attack from this side, they immediately get on the road because they run a little bit faster. That means they will approach my turrets, this town from the corner. So here I have little to no coverage, and it's far away. So instead, I will delete this road, and I want to test if this road actually is better. Can I click it? It's not built yet. Okay, fine. You get the idea. When they attack, if they approach my town from from the road, similarly as the gates. They will approach exactly as you can see. They will already be attacked here, and basically I need to test fully. Maybe in this battle we will see, but this is how I see corners are bad, and basically if you approach in the middle, that's geometry again. Okay, fast forward, not very much, but this is more for starter battles, starter fights. Rule goes as fight 10 battles, and by that I mean first 10 battles when they attack every 2-3 years, that's first 20-30 years, you can absolutely easily defend your own town without any turret, anything, and even without this villager town center. You know, you can order your villagers to get inside and start shooting. Not needed. Absolutely. And remember, when they are there, you need to release them, otherwise they will not work, and all the problems. And as you can see, I have placed it far away, just because on the right next to the that castle. And what you do whenever they are attacking, your villagers will run inside, and even if they don't have swords, nothing, they don't need it. When you see, for example, one stupid thief, especially in the start, there are like 4 or 5 enemies, they start attacking your building right next to it, especially if it's already divided, these attacking enemies. Just get all your villagers and attack them. You will be surprised how 4 or 5 villagers without dying can absolutely kill thieves, warriors, and one must be the starting with letter B. So anyways, 10 battles, absolutely. Don't stress about building walls and don't do anything. When you see this raiders sighted, just take a look, pause the game, get your villagers, attack them one by one, and kill them easily, right? That's the rule. All right, last few points we have. Ignore the melee. This is as far as it goes. Melee, you need shields, you need road, you need swords, you need a lot of iron, and I mean by a lot. If you want to build, you see, there is no way in hell how that makes effective sense, because there's too much resources needed. Once you have your walls and turrets up and running, and I just barely started, well, I have managed to make all the melee weapons as well, but I don't had any for a long time, and I don't need one. You know, if you can, and that's your goal, if you can kill all the raiders before they engage with your people in melee combat, that's it. That's all you need to do. So, and everything you see here is built for that. You will see that in a battle in a second. Give me a second. Last 3 points. I will squeeze in one extra. Critical mass is something important, especially later in the fights. Currently here I will have approximately 70 raiders attacking. They come every time a little bit more. So critical mass means when they are killed about, I don't know, 80-90%, the rest of them will immediately flee. That is important because sometimes some raider will start attacking this or some other whatever building. Your point, your main key thing you want out of this attack, how to win the battle, is reach the critical mass as soon as possible, so rest of them will flee. Currently, they don't drop anything, they do nothing, they scare your villagers, they are not working. The sooner battle is over, the better for you it is. So, as soon as you get a critical mass and they start running away, your villagers will be, okay, they're running, I'm back to work. That's the goal. So, not much you can do, especially if you're not controlling, but you get the idea that the critical mass is, if you divide them and then at some corner they just, I don't know, attack your barn or whatnot, take a look, maybe killing one or two extra these thieves or squishy enemies makes sense, because then the rest of them will flee. All right. Last but not least, I'll show you right away is, I know they are coming here, but F3 is something, if you don't know, when you enable it, you see first time it shows some problematic villagers, but what you want is this. Normally you are playing this with disabled. This is another advice. If you have these nameplates enabled, it will absolutely hit your frame rate. Disabling them is word of advice, but when combat starts, my advice, you want them, because it also shows, well, the deers as well, but you will easily see and notice enemies approaching, where they are, if they are healthy, if you can kill them easily with one hit left. You know, all this information is absolutely necessary for fight. And last but not least, I will just quickly show, this is the seed number. Yes, I know this is not random, this is specifically picked up. Least fertile land, but one point, it is not small. If you take a small map, there is no room for such nice hill. But if you take a medium, oh boy, this is absolutely amazing. I will probably relocate the city and everything, but absolutely amazing hill. Take a look if you want. You can get the map for yourself. All right. So now let's take a look how they will die. First off, currently only 7 raiders are seen. That means the rest of them are coming from some other angle where I don't know yet. Let me search for them. Oh, here they are. Well, unfortunately the road is not built yet, so we will not be able to test that. It's fine. Yeah, the brawler was the one. Brawlers, thieves, and warriors are 3 most squishy enemies that are absolutely easy dying. Come on, where are the rest? Where are the rest? Already getting trouble from my my hunter is equipped with crossbow, so that thief stood no chance. I am still looking. Oh yeah, these are the battle rams as promised. They take little to no damage. I guess that's where it's supposed to be melee attack. Don't care, don't. And yes, always they are going for fence. That's something you need to repair afterwards. See, they are approaching the gates as always. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, sorry. These are already dead. Let me show you some fights, otherwise it's... Okay, here. You see how they are retargeting and going after the turret they are being attacked by? It's just beautiful. And the closer they get to the town center, to the turrets, they are all together. There's no way they are able to fight back, and they are already leaving. So this one raid is already gone. Okay, we haven't seen anyone approach from this side. And this will be the biggest battle. I'll show you that in a moment. Yeah, no, nothing interesting will be here. They will be captured by these turrets. Of course I have turrets everywhere. The coverage, remember the coverage. These will approach here, where I still have coverage. So this is the most interesting part, because there are rams coming. As you can see, they take little to no damage. Let me speed up the game so you can see how they fight, how they come, how they try to, how well spread turrets will take care of enemies one by one. One by one. So far, Damn. This one damn war monster. And you win this round. We haven't reached the critical mass yet. Just a pause, just a pause. I need to make sure. Yep, every single one of them are dead here. So this side is already easy, clear, done. Here we have some corpses, easy, done. So this is the hardest part, hardest hitting. And sorry, but I need to point out, this is the shield barrier. These are the ones, once you know, you need to start investing in upgraded turrets. Right, alright. Yes, critical mass achieved. They are running away. We have lost small park, okay, rebuilt, and one of the turrets. And this is because of the rams. They are really, really hard to master. But that's it. We have lost 3 buildings. This you don't count. 9 wood for defense. Yeah, it's fine. This side, do we have any casualties? Anything? Nope. Nothing. Not a single fence was affected. So as you can see, if you can make a wall around these living quarters, living towns, basically, that's what's required to fight back against the rams. Otherwise, currently in the game, the melee would be an option. I don't like it. It's fine. Rebuilding 3 buildings is absolutely easier than building all the industries and then melee, and then you need to order them, and you need to pay too much of a hassle, right? And this one, you need to wait when the last raider runs away. So you can see not a single item was pillaged. So that's, yeah, all of them are gone. They came in 3 batches. And that's it. Your villagers will rebuild. Not a single, well, they managed to kill a few of the villagers, but that's it. That is it. As you can see, game is lagging. If you turn off the name tags, that's it. Alright guys, enough of me talking. All the battle guides and everything. Yeah, there is still the wall. I need to build a wall around, but too costly. And then you need to reposition the turrets, and a lot of work, you know. So far, so good. Haven't seen much more of 100 attackers. I have played 150 years, and it seems like game caps approximately up at 110 something raiders. But there will be champions. There will be absolutely hard to kill. They will come with rams. They are quite nasty, right? I'll give you right away the info about future, right? But we'll need to game to develop more to give us more, I don't know, more upgrades, more turrets, ballistas, I don't know. Give us something more. Give us more. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll meet in other videos. If you have other questions, this was actually requested, asked in one of the comments, and I was like, yeah, video about the battle should make sense. I feel like it makes sense. Any other questions you have, always down in the comment section. I'll try to answer every single one of them, and then yeah, we'll meet in that other video. Cheers.